it is that time of week again where we get a little bit up close and personal with our bowl of oats, and as per usual, I've made the bowl way too hot, so I'm going to be holding it like this for the next 5 minutes. As you would have guessed from the title, today I'm speaking about a touchy topic, to put it lightly. Speaking about veganism is controversial and it's a dangerous thing to do, but today I'm going to talk about it. I want to make it clear first up that I'm an opinionated person, right? But I don't believe that anyone should have the same opinion as I do, because I think that as humans we're all entitled to our own opinion and we need to respect the opinions of others whether they agree or disagree with what we personally believe in. So I was thinking, like, if you wanted to be vegan and you honestly believed in that, you thought it was right for you, it worked with your body, and everyone else in the whole world told you not to be vegan, you should still be vegan, because that's your value and that's your morals and you need to follow that. So that's my little ramble sorted there, you know. Just because I hold a certain opinion does not mean that it should influence your values or your beliefs or what you believe in. If you're vegan and it works for you, that's fantastic. I need to preface this and say that I have a lot of vegan friends. I have absolutely nothing wrong with veganism. I think it's a beautiful thing. It's just personally not for me. This is so hot and I'm so ready to eat my oats. I think that personally, I follow like a flexitarian style approach. I don't label my diet whatsoever and I pretty much eat everything. There's nothing off limits to me except things that make my stomach go crazy, which I'll speak about later. This bowl here of goodness and delightness, this is vegan. But I don't look at this and go, wow, I'm so healthy eating this because it's vegan. Wow, look at this vegan meal. The reason, like, I used vegan protein powder because I really enjoy it. I used vegan chocolate because it's really nice. Like, I don't even look at it like vegan protein or vegan chocolate. I just look at it as protein powder I like, chocolate that I like. Oh, it also happens to be vegan. That's cool, I'll eat it. It's not a huge deal to me. I love that vegans are so aware. I love that they really care about the environment and animals. I think that that's really beautiful. But I also believe that if you're not vegan, you can still care about the environment and you can still care about animals. It doesn't rule you as some sort of horrible person just because you choose to eat meat. You are not a bad person if you choose to eat meat or dairy. Like, you're not. It doesn't make you a morally wrong person. If it did, then pretty much the whole of civilization would be morally corrupt. And I just feel like we're probably not. I have absolutely nothing wrong with vegans at all. I have nothing wrong with the way of life. If it works for you, it works for you, and that's absolutely fantastic. Personally, it doesn't work for me, and the reason I can say that is because I was vegan for 3 weeks in 2013, and that was enough. That was enough. We all look different, right? On the outside, we all look different. That correlates with our insides as well. Our insides are all different. The way our organs work, the way our body works is so different from individual to individual, that what works for Joe is not going to work for me. And I think that we forget that. We assume because something works for someone, it's going to work for us, and this, even I'm guilty of this. You know, that's why people have such success when they bring up diet plans or exercise plans, like with exactly what they do, because we think, well, it worked for them, they look amazing, it must work for me. But it's just not the truth. We are so different as humans. Like, even, I just thought of fingerprints, I don't know why, like, even down to something as our fingerprints are just so different, and that goes for our body as well. You know, our gut microbiomes, our gut microbiomes are all different, our hearts are different. My heartbeat or my blood pressure is not going to be the same as Joe's heartbeat and blood pressure. And so the foods that we eat or what works with our body is completely different. So as I said, you know, if a vegan diet works for your body, fantastic. But if a vegan diet doesn't work for your body and you're feeling pressured by everyone to go vegan, and so you do, and as a result you end up feeling like crap, that's not worth it. That's not worth it. Don't do things because you think you should. Do things because it aligns with your values, your beliefs, your ethics, and your moral code. Don't be forced into doing things by other people. A perfect example, I don't drink alcohol. That's a personal choice by me. If anyone were to peer pressure me to drink alcohol, I have absolutely no trouble saying no. I don't get pressured whatsoever, because that's my values, that's my beliefs, that's my ethics. I'm never gonna say, maybe that person won't like me if I don't drink. No, that's just not even an option for me. I just say no. Okay, so moving on as to why I personally cannot be vegan. As I was saying, all our bodies are different. and that goes for our stomachs as well. Our guts, our microbiomes, our digestive system, and mine's kind of screwed up. You would have known by now that I suffered from eating disorders when I was younger, anorexia. And what happened is, because I was restricting so much, the acid content on my stomach increased quite a lot. The balances just got really, really knocked around. And that's something that I'm dealing with the consequences with today. I have an extremely sensitive stomach. There's a long list of things that, like, I can eat them, but I suffer consequences. So the biggest two are onion and garlic. If I even eat something with like a little bit of onion and garlic in it, I am in pain for days. Which sucks, because all of the good foods in the world have onion and garlic in it, right? It sucks, and that's why you don't see me eat out often, because like every food ever has onion and garlic in it. I would try and go against this for years. I was like, I don't care if it hurts my stomach, I'll just eat it. It wasn't worth it. I don't get nauseous. I get stabbing pain in my stomach that'll last for days. I get constipated, TMI, whatever. Actually, it's not really TMI, it's just life. It's just not worth it. Onion and garlic, no. I can't really eat tomatoes. It's okay because I don't really like them because they're too acidic. Every now and then I treat myself to pasta sauce. Kind of hurts my stomach, but I really like it, so I let myself have it. Just because like these things don't sit well with me. I don't believe in a restrictive lifestyle, and if I want something, I will have it, even if it hurts my stomach. This one's the worst, but I can't eat too much bread. I can eat like a slice and I'm okay, but any more than a slice, like if I were to eat a sandwich, I end up looking 9 months pregnant. Like, all of these foods make me look 9 months pregnant. It's ridiculous. One day I'll film it. One day I'll take a picture of just how distorted my stomach gets. It's painful. When I touch it, it's like all hard. It's absolutely horrible. And then we come on to the big one, which is I cannot tolerate beans and lentils and like, well, just legumes. I cannot tolerate them at all. Lentils, I think they're okay to like a really small degree, but beans just, oh God. Like, as soon as I've eaten them, it's the worst time. My stomach goes into knots. I'm pregnant. I'm not literally pregnant. I look pregnant and I'm just in so much pain. It is not worth it. It causes me so much grief. And I have tried everything out there to get it to sit in my stomach. They say you should rinse the water of the cans heaps of times, so I've done that. I've cooked them from scratch. I've cooked them in bicarb. I've cooked them in lemon juice. I have tried a lot of things and nothing works. And also tofu. Tofu makes me feel really queasy and I can't eat that. Eggs make me feel really like bloated and really, again, I look so pregnant after eating eggs for like days afterwards. I'm having a few every now and then and it seems to be okay, but last week I had to stop eating them again because it got too much. So as you can see from that essentially rules out a vegetarian or a vegan diet. If I were to not listen to my body and instead listen to what maybe I think I should do, I would be in like the worst time of my life. And so the moral of this is don't cave to peer pressure, don't cave to other people's beliefs because you think that that might be the right thing to do. It's not the right thing to do if it doesn't compute with your body. You need to listen to what works for you. And personally, and I don't know how to word this without sounding weird, I'm not an animal lover, okay? If I were to go to a farm or go to a zoo, I'm not the person that goes, oh my God, look at the animals. I'm the person that goes, okay, when can we leave? Like, I don't like it here. Ethically, I'm kind of okay with eating meat. Like, it doesn't bother me. I know that we've done it for centuries and centuries and centuries. It just is what it is. Also, I've seen all of those documentaries like Earthlings and all of that. You need to remember that they're very, very, very drastic. That is not the norm, okay? Especially in Australia and I think in Europe as well. We're lucky to live in like an ethical place where the treatment of animals like that doesn't really happen. That's America, it's a little bit different and we're so lucky to have availability of meats where, I'm sitting really weirdly now, where it actually is grown really ethically and really, really well. So in those aspects, we're really, really fortunate. And so when you're seeing those dramatized videos, keep that in mind, guys. They're there for shock value. They're there to scare you. I know how to kill animals for me and I think like, if you were gonna make the choice to eat meat, you should at least know and be okay with how it is prepared. So if the idea of going to watch a chicken get slaughtered for you to eat absolutely petrifies you and you think it's the worst thing in the world, you never ever want to do it, I think you should question whether you want to eat meat, because that's the reality of it and that's what happens. Personally, I've seen that, I'm okay with seeing that, and I still choose to eat meat after seeing that. And I know that if I had to do it myself to eat, or if I had to go fishing to eat fish, then that's okay, that's something that I can do. And so ethically, I think that I can eat meat. I don't believe veganism is wrong, just like I don't believe eating meat is wrong. There's nothing wrong, there's just what works for you and what doesn't work for you. What I think is great about veganism is that it is helping the planet, because, you know, we are eating too much meat, that's what it comes down to. And even though I am a meat eater, I'm conscious of my consumption because of the environment. I think we could all owe to be a bit more conscious of our consumption, especially bodybuilders. But I don't believe that you should be vegan because you think it'll make you healthier, or because you think it'll make you lose weight, or any of those reasons. I believe that the only reason for you to go vegan is not for health reasons. It won't make you healthier, it won't make you lose weight. But morally and ethically, if it sits well with you and it's something that you want to do for your contribution to this earth, or to save animals, which, all right, this is where Aimee gets harshed. Okay. Whether you eat that meat or not, it will still be killed and it will still be there, okay? So by you choosing not to eat chicken, you're not saving any chickens. You're not. They're gonna get killed, they're gonna be in the supermarkets. That's how it is. So it kind of bothers me when vegans think that by going vegan, they're saving the animals. Because they're not. And that's the harsh reality of it. So if you're going vegan to save animals, question that. But yeah, I have no issues with people going vegan. However, I see a lot of people going vegan just so they can restrict their diet, which is not the right way to do things whatsoever. You can fool yourself and say that, oh, I'm going vegan for ethical reasons, oh this or that. But if you're going vegan just so you can restrict your intake, you're doing yourself a huge disjustice, and you're not gonna recover that way. I hate to break it to you. But essentially, it all comes down to doing what works for your body. So I know personally that in order to feel at my best and to perform at my best, I need a lot of protein. Not a lot of protein, but a moderate amount of protein. And I would not be able to have that protein on a vegan diet because I can't have tofu, I can't have beans, I can't have lentils, all of that. And I know that vegans will say, oh, but you don't need protein to survive. Well, guess what, guys? My body does. I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. If I was to drink a smoothie with like 4 bananas in it, whatever, my blood sugar would be all over the place. Like all over the place. And so I can't do that just because you think that's right. It's not right for me. I hate preachy people. If you're a vegan, that's cool. I'm really proud of you for being vegan and doing your own thing, but don't put that on me. Don't make me feel bad because of my choices, and because my choices are different than your choices. It's the same for religion. I will not get started on the topic of religion because this will turn into a complete rant, and that's not what I want. If you can get anything out of this, it's number 1, how to cook a really good bowl of oats. And it's number 2, don't let other people influence what you believe in, and have your own ethical grounds, have your own moral values, because it's so important as human beings to know where you stand in the world and to know what you believe in. And don't put that on other people. Just because you believe something is right doesn't mean it's right for the person next to you. So I hope you can gather some knowledge from this video, and I hope you can take something away. And as always, make sure to interact with me in the comment box down below, because I'm really interested on your position and what you think about this. So please leave me a comment. As always, follow me on my social media channels if you want to keep up to date. I'm not using Snapchat as frequently at the moment because I've kind of gone over to the dark side with Instagram stories. So keep in touch with what I'm doing on there. If you have any oat ideas that you want me to try next, I've had one girl that's saying she tries carrot in her oats instead of zucchini. I think that's epic, so I reckon the next Oaty chats may feature that, so watch out. And as always, I will see you in my next video. Look out for 3 videos a week. I'm getting back into the swing of things and I'm excited. I will see you guys. I already said that anyway. See you guys.